Good evening, Southeast Texas. We're continuing to watch strengthening Hurricane Lee in the eastern sections of the Atlantic. It's safe to say that this is not going to be an issue for the Gulf of Mexico. This is going to stay in the southwest Atlantic. The big question is it going to be an East Coast player? But already it is a Cat 1, and there are indications that this is continuing to strengthen and will likely become a major hurricane over the next few days. As we put this into motion, the forecast from the National Hurricane Center does continue to take this on off towards the west and northwest, being steered by high pressure in the north and central sections of the Atlantic. I've put in here all the ensembles between the GFS, the Jeffs basically, and the European ensemble. So that's 82 model runs. You can see the Hurricane Center pretty much following that cluster or consensus of forecast models between those two. So there's a pretty good consensus that this will continue on the next 120 hours on off towards the west and northwest. As you can see, becoming a Cat 3, which was a major hurricane with the winds of 125 miles an hour by Friday afternoon. It further strengthens to a Cat 4 with winds of 150 miles an hour Saturday into Sunday afternoon. May weaken a bit as we head on into Monday. The big question is this going to be an East Coast player or is it going to stay offshore? Well, we continue to watch that consensus, generally turning it off towards the north, and obviously Bermuda is going to have to watch this. But the question is, when does that turn occur? As you can see, what we saw down here on this track, the spread is small. So there's a good confidence that this will stay on that west-northwest track. After we get through, say, Monday, the spread increases. So the confidence on exactly where this is going to go is low. We're talking 8 to 12 days out from now. So it's plenty of time for the folks along the East Coast to watch this and make sure that they're ready to go should this become a player along the East Coast. Otherwise, the track or the consensus is right down into the southwest Atlantic. But there is the potential that some of these outliers could be right, and so the turn may be more of a lazy turn. And if that happens, then there could be an issue along the East Coast. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Two players in the steering of this are a trough and the high pressure, the Bermuda High. If that ridge of high pressure is stronger than what the models show, and this trough is weaker, then this could be an East Coast storm. However, if the high, the Bermuda High, is weaker and the trough is stronger, then that means it would stay offshore from the East Coast. Regardless, this is going to be a very strong hurricane, and folks along the East Coast have plenty of time to watch this, but it's something more of a curiosity for us here in Southeast Texas.